It was a mistake that left the city's tax proposal to fund road improvements off of the ballot.
Tonight, the problem's been fixed, and election officials are blaming it all on a lack of communication.
24-hour News 8's Joe LaFergie is live in Grand Rapids with what happened and the fuel it's giving opponents of the tax request. Joe?
Yeah, Stu, Brian, this confusion started over certification dates for ballot language, and it continued. The question, was the clerk in this building or the clerk in that building responsible? Someone dropped the ball on getting ballot language from the city clerk's office to the county clerk's office next door. They got the secondary request to amend the city charter to remove the ordinance requiring property owners to maintain the city sidewalks that line their property. But the big one, to extend the city's temporary income tax to pay for roads, wasn't included. The city had until February 27th to get the question certified, but that date had passed. Just who's at fault? Well, no one's saying.
I would say it was a disconnect in the communication between the city of Grand Rapids clerk's office and the King County clerk's office.
And it may be a moot point. County Clerk Mary Hollenrake says her interpretation of the law suggests the county doesn't need to certify local elections. The law only applies to federal and state ballot questions. No surprise, the group fighting the income tax extension isn't convinced.
There's certainly a question right now as to whether this election would even be valid.
Jason Miller says at the very least, the issue shows the city is rushing the ballot question to take advantage of expected low turnout in May.
And the timing does matter because historically there's significantly higher turnout at the August election than a May special election. And we'd like to see more voters in the city vote on this.
And members of the Grand Rapids Taxpayers Association also have a problem with the cost of the special election. The city officials have denied that moving the election to the August primary would be cheaper. They claim if they're waiting until August, they'd have to rush changes to software, reflecting either the continuation of the current tax or, if voters say no, the reduction of that tax for tax preparers. And that would cost more than the price of the May special election. Miller's not buying that either. He says the May date should be scrapped.
Our take is that the city should cancel that May special election, move the issue to the August ballot, and take the $80,000 that they'd be spending on this May election and use it to fix some potholes.
But for right now, that election is still scheduled for May 6th. Live in Grand Rapids, Joe LaFergie, 24-hour News 8.